Pick it up. Important. No tame server. Hello guys and welcome to Psyloc Gaming. Welcome, I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. We are going to be doing a little bit of a base defense tutorial today for my very first ARK video. We're going to be showing you how to make one of these, a armored plant box turret. Now, if you didn't know, which I'm sure you didn't, we are currently playing on a server which is NoTame, for a bit of a difference. And it's a lot more survival based. So, NoTame means you have no turrets. As you can see, no turrets. The only thing that we do have is plant species X to protect us. And me and my clanmates have been on for a little while, so we've been able to grind out a little bit of a base stronghold for ourselves, trying to protect ourselves a little bit, because as you can imagine, with you not having any dinos to ride around on or anything to protect yourself with other than your crossbow, your pike, a pick and an axe, it's a little bit rough. The dinos are of exactly the same strength as it would normally be, so you are still facing level 80s, 90s, 120s. Thank heavens I haven't run into a 120 yet. But that being said, we've run into 3 other tribes on the server. I will actually put into the description below the server that I am currently playing on. You guys are more than welcome to come and join us. Come and have some fun. It's all about the fun. So come and join us if you can, or if you want, one of the two. But I digress. This is going to be a building video, so let me show you exactly what it's going to be. To start off with, the reason that we build it in the construction that we have, you'll see I've got a thatched foundation and a wooden pillar behind it. It's just so that I can actually maintain the plant species X. So it's important to know where you want to place it. When I placed the plant species in the first place, as you noticed, I sort of placed it in the wrong spot. With it being a no-tame server, you have no dinos that are consistently laying poop so that you can consistently have fertilizer available. Also, there's no dung beetle, so there's nothing producing it for you. So that does make it a bit more of a challenge. To me, it means it's a little bit more of a survival issue. It's getting back to the basics of the game. And yes, I'm 100% in agreement with you guys that ARK has tried to compete to pull some of the players that possibly went over to Conan Exiles to actually do that. Yes, I was one of them. I tried Conan Exiles for about a month. Yes, I enjoyed it. Will I be streaming it? Most likely not. I do not believe that the game is at the point for me to be able to make the streaming fun as of yet. There's still too much broken with the game. Unlike with ARK, ARK, yes, is still early access, but it's so much further along. Alright guys, but let's get into the building. So, I want to move this plant species turret to here, and I'm also going to be building another one here. The point of the plant species turret is so that the guys, because it's such a grind to get everything, is to make sure that they are not going to get to my base, but they have to waste RPGs at my turret boxes, or C4, or whatever the case may be, that they're going to have to try. Or they're going to have to lead in a lot of wild items, which is always a possibility. So, that being said, let's get started. First off, I've got spikes in front of me, so we make sure that the spikes are far enough away. Let's place our first foundation. Always the important bit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place the first ceiling. Now, because we are playing on the NoTame server, make sure that you place it in the right section so that you know where it is. Right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place the ladder onto the system that we know. It's important to remember now, with the thatch ceiling and the wooden foundation, make sure that you are placing the ceiling on top of the wooden pillar. Because if you have those little 4 points out, it's not going to work correctly at this point in time. Where it is important, sorry, I'm going to just set up my hotbar again. Where it is important for you to remember exactly where to place yourself, all right, is going to be as follows. When you place this ceiling, it's got to snap on the bottom side. If you don't know how to snap it, use your Q to rotate through the snap points. But in all theory, if you look at it, it's already sitting lower than the thatch ceiling, so it should place correctly. So we place it out ahead of it. Then what we do, we take our next pillar, we place it in. Now you'll see in the shot, we've got the pillar that the 4 bases are actually pointing out above, and that's what I want. I didn't want it to drop down. Come back, my friend. Okay, there we go. So that's what we want. Now, what we do is with that, damn. Okay, so it did show me, but of course, this being ARK, it snapped in a different location. That being said, I made a spare just in case. Place it, there you go, in the right spot, exactly what we wanted. Right, now you see these 4 are pointing out here. That is highly important to remember for later. If you do not have this, it will not work going forward. Alright, so now the next thing I sort of marked up here is we're going to place 4 more thatch ceilings. You don't have to, but I prefer to do it this way, and you'll see when I place railings later. So the basic build requirements, which I forgot to mention, the basic build requirements that you are going to require is 4 thatch ceilings, 1 metal ceiling, generally 1 pillar if you place it correctly. If you're me, it's probably 2, a wooden ladder, and a wooden pillar. With that all in place, you are also going to need, obviously, your large crock pot for your seed, and obviously your poop, and then obviously your fence foundations. Alright, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and queue this up. So on number 5. Alright, now here is the key. Take your time to place this. What I suggest that most people do, and I am extremely horrific, and I have serious ARK OCD, things need to be straight. So what we tend to do is look as close to you as possible. Right, go into your K mode, and you will notice how awesomely you stand. Alright, line it up in K mode. This does take a little bit of, oops, not that. Does take a little bit of finagling to work around. Just watch out that you don't walk off of it, because that can be frustrating. Okay, so that looks about right to me. You now go ahead, you place that, you leave your K mode, and you will notice, hey, I actually got it right for once. So I have tried this a couple of times, and it has cost me more resources than it is feasible for. On a normal PvP server, you just spam the crap out of everything, and you would put down a whole whack ton of these plant species X turrets, and you will water it, and it's not a problem because you've got an Anki and you are actually able to harvest it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place the fence foundations. not foundation, sorry, actual fences. And you'll see, hey, you've got a nice, tight, sealed little box. Right, now you'll see I have metal hatch frames. Now, the metal hatch frames, you go ahead and you place it. You don't have to place it on your hotbar. I prefer placing it on my hotbar. Now, remember I said earlier the 4 points coming through the top is important, and this is exactly why. It allows you to snap the ceiling into place, the hatch frame. Okay, I have found these whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, I have found that a lot of the guys tend to place this, and then they tend to place the actual hatch on. But then I find it's virtually impossible to access the actual crop line. Well, it's not impossible. It's just irritating as all hell for me. So I don't do that. With that being said, I've now placed the plant seed in and the poop fertilizer, sorry, and now we're going to wait for it to rain. Because we have built in this location, coming to water, we cannot build the pipes all the way down, so we run off tanks off the roof, which means we are reliant on rainwater. Luckily, because we are playing on the magnificent island map, which now runs a hell of a lot better than it used to, we have now got the opportunity to be able to actually wait for the rain. And it rains often enough on the island. If you've played the island enough, you should know that. By now, you do not actually need it to do anything else. So, let me just replace that. Right, I just wasted those resources. Horrible me. Alright, the reason that I'm making it thatch, if they decide to come in, nobody can get up there to pike it, or see for it, or nade it, or anything like that. So, from that perspective, this is now a fortified turret. In a couple of hours' time, when it's actually fully grown, and I do apologize for that cough. I actually need to drink something, but I'll sort that out just now. Ooh, poop, pick it up. Important, no tame server. It will actually blossom into something, I guess. Obviously, I like to set my things to high. Obviously, I need to make sure that it is fertilized fully. So we've got to make sure that all of that is good. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you want to see a bit more of this. I'm going to keep the tutorials a little bit short and sweet. We will be doing more raid type videos and exploration on foot and that type of thing for those that haven't done it, and how to do a cave when you have no dinos to do a cave, and so on and so forth. So if you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up, leave some comments. I will try and respond to as many comments as I can. So with that, hit the subscribe button, become a part of the pack, and let me know what you think of the video. Cheers, guys.